So right now we just want to end up, I tend to get my position. I take my arm, I, M, and A on the first 3 strings, and then drop the arm to the guitar. And that generally sets you up in a pretty good position here. And what I want you to focus on as we're playing, just for the first few minutes here, is simply having a really beautiful and consistent contact point, left side of the finger. A contact point is exactly where finger, flesh and nail touch the string at the exact same time. Okay?
Does it say that the tempo should get a little slower there? It doesn't.
So it's difficulty this way, this speed.
I think that that's something you have to talk to your teacher about. Because you play this so well, but the problem with this kind of piece is that there are many pieces like this where parts of it, in this case, play the beginning. So it's all basically one position, in the first position, and he's wailing. And it's like, oh my, this is so great, you can't stand it. And then there's another section where because it's not guitar music, first of all, right? It's written for the piano, and which is a much easier instrument, and anybody can play the piano. Again, it's so exciting. I'm going to throw a bunch of it. Now, start this piece. Don't barely look at each other. Just close your eyes. Be so deep. No, you. Just you two guys. You know, huge dynamics, and then we're going to listen. Huge craziness, crazy. Yes, Nicole, incredible. Thank you. So great. Gotta go lunch. Thank you so much. was asked to write a piece for a high school guitar ensemble on Staten Island. Actually, one of the players here, who's an esteemed teacher and performer in the area, Zoe Johnstone, actually went to this high school, Curtis High School on Staten Island. But it wasn't the year that, it wasn't her year that it commissioned it. So I was commissioned to write this piece for this high school group that was so varied. Some of them could read music, someone couldn't read music. It was such a variety. It was nothing like these trained people. And yet they learned the piece beautifully in their own way. And I had never written anything for a group like that. It was a new experience for me. So I didn't really write it, quote, down, as it were. But the idea of the piece, when I was asked to write it, I thought, in general, all of the music I write, I would say for the most part, has some sort of emotional theme. Before I write a piece, sometimes it's very important to me for just to have the title. So once I have an idea of what emotionally I want to write about, then the music tends to follow. In this case, I had been to the Museum of Ellis Island, which had just opened, I think, relatively new, been redone, and I was very moved by it, particularly by the photographs, the entire story of it. It was very moving to me. It's called the Island of Hope, the Island of Tears. So many of you know that, or don't know, I'm speaking to you all, so I'm sorry to have my back to you. I didn't tell you all this afternoon because it would be boring to hear it twice, so listen. Or if you want to look at your parts, look at your parts. So anyway, so it's called the Island of Hope, Island of Tears. And many people, as you know, would travel miles on boats to join their family or to start a new life from the old world, and would either make it past the tests that they had to go through, physical exams and other things, or they wouldn't, and they'd be sent back home. It was very difficult and very moving. And when I saw this exhibition of people's suitcases, but also there were particular photographs that were very moving for me. So the piece has, I think, 7 short sections that I loosely based on photographs. And then it ends with a rhythm from East India that's called a cow's tail, that is a group of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 that you hear kind of ad nauseum. And I put that rhythm there, one, because I think it's very hypnotic, but also I wanted to combine it with a Western sort of melodies, which I did. So that's what you hear at the end, and sort of a kind of a triumphant ending, as it were. And so I think that's it. So that's why it's called Scenes from Ellis Island, is scenes of different photographs that I saw.